the betting, the not so much anymore, is more down to my own fault. I need to get studying again to get the edge back. But yeah, it's a great product. I love the exchange. It's really, in my opinion, one of the better bookmakers, if not the best bookmaker out there.
Well, it'll be the place accumulator, race number 2 at 13:15, and it's over 1,400 meters. It's a maiden plate for fillies and mares. You need to get your bets on at 13:15. That's a 1:15. At the time of recording, all 9 runners will go. And the way they priced up here, they got these 2 horses I see quite close. Number 2, Stealth Attack at 2-1, and number 6, Mission Rock at 5-2. Then there's a slight gap to the 4-1 shot, number 4, Telio, and number 5, Samsay at 5-1. This horse, Stealth Attack, for Alison Wright, the last, well, let's talk about the last 4 runs. The filly is holding her form very well. She's threatening to win. Last time out, what was clearly noticeable is that she drifted right out in the betting market from an opening call of around 12, 13 to 10. And they were spot on. You know, usually that fixed odds betting market is spot on of late. Money horses, horses that drift out. And this horse looked to be, a horse that I gave a serious winning chance to. But the betting and the way they drifted the filly out, she ran third. She couldn't win.
Yeah, absolutely. And that was the day that Wendy had a 5-timer.
Correct.
And I think Sky Cafe is the one that started it, or was the second one to get things rolling there. Yeah, and then as you mentioned, she did drift out in the market. I think she's been a bit costly to follow, a bit disappointing as well. After that run behind Bevy's Delight, you would have expected her next start to be in the winner's enclosure, but she had to concede weight, which I think is not an easy task in a maiden handicap. Thereafter, behind She's Not Easy over a mile, you could say it stretched her. Then 1400 last time out, I thought she had every chance, but just not good enough on the day. In this type of lineup, she could be vulnerable to a couple of other horses, but it's not the strongest of maiden races, so it wouldn't be a surprise to see her win, nor would it be a surprise to see her get beaten by 1 or 2.
Yeah, this filly, Telio, the way they've been punting her of late, she must be a filly that shows them back home. And obviously, they were judging her on that much improved run where she nearly pulled it off, where she was a close-up second. And that was 4 starts back when she was close up behind Umslali. Now, last 3 starts, I mentioned being punted. She's let the side down. Can she get it right? Well, the race will tell us more. But I'm sure these 2 runners, 2 and 4, I think place accumulator, those 2 numbers are good enough. I know Mission Rocks is quoted at around 5-2, but she was in a maiden handicap last time out and she couldn't win.
Yeah, she had every chance last time out, although that form line has had 3 runners for a winner, Little Lady, a second and a third. So it's holding up quite nicely for a maiden handicap. And I think with further improvement, she could certainly get involved into the fight. If we also have a look at her draw, she wasn't drawn all that well in prior runs to that third last time out, 9 out of 14, 8 out of 13, and 9 out of 12. So she's had a bit of work to do. And in a smaller field, she showed that improvement. Like in this race here, not a strong field, and she's drawn in gate number 6, so she can improve. And then number 5, Samsai, did run third, although well beaten. Jalsumina has won from the form line. It was a small field. Could she make further improvement, although the drop in trip is a concern?
Yeah, I think she's one for trifectas and quartets. But I think in summarizing numbers 2 and 4, the numbers for the PA, yeah, we're not telling you anything that the betting doesn't reflect. The runner just to keep an eye on, coming off this, she's been off since July, number 8, Queen Jackson. If there's any support for her, she's currently at 10-1. I think she could be worth following because her form wasn't that bad prior to the layoff. So race number 2, numbers 2 and 4 for the place accumulator as we move along to race number 3, which will come up next, the start of the big one, the Big 6.
It's Donovan Everett from Cape Racing, and I'd just like to say it's an absolute pleasure to be involved with Intrabet and Cape Breeders in this golf day today here at Pearl Valley. It's fantastic for the industry to see all the relevant stakeholders coming down and having a good time and networking, and it's exactly what the industry needs right now in terms of moving forward and recreating some positivity to take us forward into the next year.